Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Visitors sideline their head coach. His guys a bit of a mixed bag through 6 games, 3-3 to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Now, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fights loose. They juked him. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now Willis. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Willis looks to pass it here. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Third down and 14.
Willis looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. The Bills at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here's a handoff to Irvin. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Willis. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 104 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And here's Matt Ariza now. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Trying the slant pattern here complete. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Willis looking to throw it.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Bills first down.
Willis.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Willis out of the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Now this time, Willis throwing it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Irving.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Bucky Irving, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Bills have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll try and do this himself.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now back to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the Bills' 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
21-yard line.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Ooh, what a move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Back to throw, Willis.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third and 5.
Now Willis to throw.
And it is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Willis will look to throw it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the gun, here's Willis.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
A 36-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the Bills have come back to regain the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and it's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bills are going to get him as as he goes down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw here.
To the left side, he's got Royals. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
To the sideline and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw, here's Willis.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play fake, here's Willis.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 84.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Willis looking to throw it. Open net is Waddle, complete. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 8.
Here's Willis. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Willis.
2nd and 6. At the 10-yard line.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The shotgun snap to Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
16 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So that's going to push him back half the distance. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Willis looking to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And the Bills first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bucky Irving with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Willis. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
A run with Irvin.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
Now a give, Irving running right.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Willis on third and goal.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
30-yard line.
Now Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
They'll run the draw with Irving.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to have the Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Willis looks to pass it here.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Willis. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Now Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Bucky Irving,
23 yards for the touchdown.
and the Bills will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
In motion goes the tight end. Now back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now.
And it's third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Irving. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I